Alright guys, so we're going to work on a little professions a little bit before I queue again. So, professions are pretty good at gold makers. The gathering ones are really good for new players. The crafting ones are better all around for gold making, but those are more advanced and can be a little bit more confusing to make gold on and stuff, and they take longer to get and stuff, whereas gathering, you just can mindlessly do that while you're watching something or listening something in the background. So what I want everybody to do, if you're going to be, I know some people, make their characters and follow what I'm doing. I don't think a single character has ever made it as far as I have. If you type in some of my old character names, some people have made it to, I think the highest one I saw was some guy had FearedDemon, and he was like 60-something. So, that's cool. Whoever that was, shout out. Awesome work. He made it to 60. I think that's the furthest I've seen anybody get to while copying what I'm doing. But if you are copying what I'm doing, what I want you to do is go to wowprofessions.com. Just type in wowprofessions, and there'll be a website that's just going to pop up. It's called wowprofessions.com. And just click it. And you're going to go over to, you're going to open up mining and herbalism, and you're just going to follow the guide there. I pretty much have it all memorized because I've done it a bit. I'm pretty much 1,000 different characters. But if you haven't, it's really good. It's for your guides for leveling up stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to level up mining. And mining, what we want to do is we want to come over to, mining and herbalism. You're going to come to Durotar if you're Horde. Pretty much only going to be talking about Horde stuff. So if you're Alliance, we'll be doing something else. But, we're going to be pretty much tracing the outline of Durotar until we have 50. And then after 50... we're gonna go to the next place, and so that's basically what we're gonna do. Now I'm gonna do it pretty much the same way I did it on FearedDemon, where we do one trip around, and then I, record again whenever I'm done with this area, and so on and so on. I think that's pretty much how we're gonna do it. I'm also gonna be. You're not really supposed to gather the herbs in Durotar. You're supposed to go to Terrestrial Glades to farm them there, or to level it up there. But I feel like this place should give us enough herbs as well. If you're doing both, should be able to do both at the same time pretty well. And then in the meantime, after I do one trip around, I will. We're actually getting more herbs than we are ore. But once we do one trip around, I'll just do it off screen. I'll listen to something, whatever I do. Listen to a podcast or whatever. And in the meantime, I will queue for PvP while we're doing all this, and that'll be that. So, I think this will be my best WoW Let's Play yet. Just for the fact that I'm going to be doing everything, man. I'm going to be showing off everything, dudes. Everything. Maybe not everything, because there's always going to be stuff that I'm going to forget about to show off, but, most stuff. If you can actually come into this ravine, too. This ravine usually has quite a bit of ore. Even though it says not to come here. Then again, I don't even know why I have my mount like that. I need to just put travel form here. Actually, no. Where do I put this? Where can I put this? Because I think, can you, is it, yeah, okay. I think it's herbs where you can loot. You can actually loot. That little bitch. That little bitch took my freaking node. Damn it. I wish it was like Guild Wars. Guild Wars does something really awesome where you actually make... Hang on 1 second. Let's see. Where's my travel form? I'm looking for my travel form. Travel form, where are you? Travel form. I'm blind. Guys, I'm blind. I can't find my travel form. There it is. Okay. What was I even talking about? I just lost my train of thought. Just lost my complete train of thought, dudes. Ooh, some shadow gems. I remember getting those for jewel crafting. We did jewel crafting on FearedDemon. And you can level up every single profession by just gathering the materials yourself. Some take, like, enchanting will take, like, the longest. Because you have to, like, rerun dungeons over and over again and just freaking disenchant the blues and stuff, and greens. But you can farm everything without spending a dime. Yeah, you can level up every profession without spending anything. So, like, if you ever see somebody that's just like, wow, leveling up, that's expensive. Oh, leveling up enchanting is expensive. Leveling up jewel crafting, that's super expensive. It isn't. It's very, very cheap. No, really? Really, dude? Please leave me alone. Thank you. And when I say very, very cheap, I mean free. Free cheap. So, if you ever hear somebody say that, tell them, you're a liar because Feared Angel told me. And then it'll be like, who's Feared Angel? And you'll just be like, well, he's a cool freaking dude. He's a cool freaking bro. He's a goddamn bro. Bro. Alright. So one pass around. I don't really know if I can make it very interesting. But, you know, it is what it is. So then after we do professions, I will do some pet battling, which I'll choose 3 pets. You will not be able to kill, like, every boss, pet battle boss, with just 3 different pets, because some pets are weak against others. But, you know, you'll have to level up other ones, too, because you'll have weak ones that are very, you'll have weak ones for that don't. They'll get like one shot by some, just like Pokemon, man. You know, like Rock's weak against water and stuff. Except there's not. Well, there are water. They're called aquatic on this. There's like, you know, I'll explain pet battling and stuff when we get to it, huh? Right now, this is all about professions and gathering and just chatting it up. So this would be actually a really good time to, like, stream, but I really don't feel like streaming right now. Then there would actually be like questions I can answer while I'm doing this, and maybe some of you would have been interested in, you know, you might not have asked them, but maybe you would have been interested in what I had to say with the questions that were asked, the questions that were given. Really doesn't take much to do 50. It really you could honestly probably do this in like easily maybe 2 passes. Almost 1, because we only have 22 herbalism already, so, and we already have 23 mining. They don't really have a guide to mine and herbalism on there, so they don't really tell you what to do if you have both. They just tell you to go to 2 different places, but you can actually get away with just doing both in Durotar if you just took both. So. If you are gonna, I would say though, if you are gonna take herbalism, and you don't want another gathering profession, you want it like a crafting profession. Inscription is a really good one. Well, it used to be. I don't really know how good it is now. Poor Inscription got freaking screwed on Legion because there's no more glyphs anymore. They got absolutely screwed in Legion. Poor things. But it used to be. I don't really know if it's that good anymore. Alchemy. Alchemy, I'd say, is the best one to get if you're taking herbalism. Faux show. You can still make quite a bit of gold on that. Let's see. I'd say that another. I think that's it. I think Inscription and Herbalism are the best ones to take if you're taking that. For mining, the best ones to take, I'd say, is Jewel Crafting if you're going to do mining. For a crafting one, or you can do blacksmithing as well. Blacksmithing or Jewel Crafting. It's the best ones. And if you're going to take enchanting and tailoring, it's just best to do tailoring. I think it's best to do both tailoring and enchanting together. Honestly. Because they pretty much complement each other. It's all about, you know, things that go together, because with enchanting you kind of have to just farm dungeons for gear and disenchant it, and then in the meantime you'll be gathering, you know, cloth and stuff, and if you make any gear you can disenchant it as well. If you're mass producing gear at low levels, you can disenchant all of that, and it'll, yeah. You can disenchant that for extra enchanting supplies, so. Yep. Alright, getting close. We're at the halfway point now to 1 passing. I always liked gathering professions. It's actually kind of peaceful, you know. You just fly around, you know. It's just like a brainless thing to do. If you're the kind of player, like I'm the kind of player where I'll just do something mindlessly. So at one point I'll be like in Discord talking to some people, and I'll just like remember that I'm playing and be like, holy crap, I totally just like gathered a 200 Earthroot or something, or Peace Bloom. I didn't even realize I was doing it. You know, I'm sort of the person that'll just, my mind will fly other places while I'm playing, and I just sort of like mindlessly play. It's the best way to play MMOs, honestly. If you're the type of person who has to like stay focused on something to enjoy it or whatever, MMOs probably aren't the best thing for you. Like, you need to be that type of person who can just like turn your brain off for a second and just do it. Just do it. I don't think there's any. The starting zones never have any nodes, so it's actually better to get out of this really quick. Hang on, I need to go on the other side here. Because for some reason they just decided not to put nodes in starting areas, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm actually reading this chat. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll scroll up. It's kind of... I guess he has like a friend or something. Everyone feel bad for outdated meme Tichondrus. He thinks he can reproduce the same sex. He's 24 and still doesn't know you can't. Sounds like a something. I have my profanity filter on for some reason. I usually don't. I don't know why it's on. I'll turn that off, actually. Because we, around here, enjoy us some profanity. I know I do. Pretty much part of my vocabulary right now. It's not like I'm going out of my way to say it. I just sort of say it. You know, it's just part of my vocabulary now. He wears bras too. Someone slap him out of this confusion he is going through. Sounds like he's like trolling his friend in the chat. We're about to level up, actually. Thing is, I don't want to do too much PvP and like level up too much, because PvP does give you quite a bit of XP now. It feels like they've increased it in the pre-patch. They've increased the amount you get. Alright, what's our professions right now? I wish I could track them off to the side. We're actually getting more herbs. I don't know why she makes us go to Terrestrial Glades. There's, like, more... There's actually so many herbs here. That guide's actually... Like, sometimes you'll find that the guide is, like, really trash. But it does sort of get... You know, it just gives you the push forward that you need if you're new or something. If you're an experienced player who's been playing for, like, 10 years like I have... then obviously, you know, probably not the best guide for you or anything. I'd say another thing you could do while if you're leveling like professions like enchanting, and you don't know where like the farm gear and stuff, you go to Wowhead and type in the dust you need, like Vision Dust or Soul Dust, and you go to Wowhead and you type in Soul Dust, and you look at the comments. There'll usually be guides there too about people who like tell you where the best place to farm this stuff is. Wowhead is like, should be the homepage. For any like serious WoW players, Wowhead's like the place to go for anybody. Like, there's so many helpful people in the comments there, you know, for every quest. You know, if you're stuck on a quest, boom. What do they have to say about it? And they'll just help you out, and it's really awesome. The Druid actually has a little, they have a little advantage over other people when it comes to herbalism. They basically, you know, you can loot this stuff without, You can loot this stuff without dismounting. So travel form is the best. Number one. Travel form number one. Another add-on I'd recommend if you're doing professions, especially gathering ones. Oh, well, only if you're doing gathering ones. Is called Gatherer. It actually tracks where you gather stuff so you can follow the path. I actually don't have it turned on now for some reason. I guess when I do this, next one, I'll log out and turn it on because it's actually, you know, it'll track where you looted stuff, so you can keep following that path. So, you know, it's really good. And if you're in a guild and anybody gathers something, it'll add it to it. So it's actually really, really unique and cool. Oh, I like it a lot. Now this area usually doesn't have many nodes, I find. This little wetlands part here, this little flooded place. It does have a lot of herbs, but it doesn't have much, like... doesn't have much, nodes. I'm excited to do archaeology too. Archaeology is cool. Like, a lot of people think archaeology is annoying, but I like it. I like archaeology a lot. It's very quick. It's actually a really, like, a little tip here that not many people know. Archaeology, if you're like level 20 and because you can't get it until you're level 20, if you get archaeology, it actually gives a lot of XP. It's actually a really great way to level up. It actually gives a crazy amount of XP. So, you know, just a little tip for anybody who's having troubles leveling up, doesn't really want to quest, wants to just explore places. Archaeology, I'm telling you. You get a lot of XP from that. Now, right here in Thunder Ridge, there are some nodes, but they're going to be underwater, and I really, well, I guess I could go to my aquatic farm when I think about it. At least, usually there's like a node or two underwater. I don't know. Oh, there's one over there we missed. Back for that one. Our herbalism's actually almost to 50. Our mining, however, not really. Alright, we're almost done with our run here. We can do some more PvP. Oh, yeah. If we're not out... Well, it's gonna be a while before we go to... Outland. Still got all that stuff I wanted to do. But, if we're not... For PvP, I'll probably stop at like level 63 if we hit level 63 from PvP, because I really don't want to over-level like the low-level dungeons and like be one-shotting stuff. Some duels happening right now. We can watch a duel between a... Never mind. Rogue completely... I believe subtlety rogues right now are actually really ridiculous. That's what a lot of people are saying. Subtlety rogues right now are just retarded. But it looks like he's not even subtlety. He's actually outlaw. I think... But, you know, rogues and warlords are actually pretty awful from what I remember. So it's good that they're finally back, man. Rogues are back. I don't know if that's for good or for worse, but they're back. Alright, we actually got all the herbs we needed. We reached 50. Now we just need 9 more mining nodes, see? So really it only almost took us one run through. One little, you know, trace. Alright, so let's go queue for some more PvP, and I will continue to mine off screen.